global trade is currently facing its most expensive gamble in decades. As the Strait of Hormuz transforms into a high-risk no-go zone, international shippers are being forced into a brutal corner. Do you send your cargo on a grueling multi-week detour around the Cape of Good Hope, or do you risk your margins on untested, complex overland corridors? With maritime insurance premiums soaring past $100,000 per transit and massive infrastructure bottlenecks choking alternative land routes, businesses are realizing that choosing the wrong path isn't just an operational headache, it is a fast track to financial ruin. Today, we are going to look past the headlines and calculate the true cost of this logistics gamble so you can protect your supply chain from collapsing. Welcome back to the Freight Rate Specialist. On this channel, we break down global logistics data to give you the raw marketplace reality. The closure of key Middle Eastern choke points has effectively broken the traditional ocean freight blueprint. Let's look at the two alternatives left on the table and see why both are absolute minefields for your budget. Let's start with option number 1, bypassing the region entirely by routing around the Cape of Good Hope. This is the safer choice, but it comes with a massive penalty. It immediately adds 10 to 14 days to your transit times. For an e-commerce seller or an automotive manufacturer relying on just-in-time inventory, that 2-week delay creates a massive cash flow crunch. But it gets worse. Mega container ships burn millions of dollars in extra low-sulfur fuel just to make this journey. To cover these expenses, carriers are passing the bill entirely to you via contingency surcharges and operational disruption fees. If you think ocean freight is getting expensive, wait until you look at the alternative. Option number 2 is the highly talked about overland corridors, using rail links or cross-border trucking networks to bypass water choke points entirely. On paper, it sounds brilliant. You unload the cargo at an unaffected port and truck it across land. But in reality, it is an infrastructure nightmare. First, a single modern container ship carries up to 20,000 boxes. To move just one ship's worth of cargo overland, you would need thousands of trucks or dozens of fully loaded freight trains. The capacity simply does not exist. Second, you run into the border bottleneck. Every time your cargo crosses a land border, it faces custom checks, separate transit visas, and local regulatory delays. A single missing paperwork stamp can leave your high-value cargo sitting in a desert yard for weeks while your demurrage bills pile up. So, what is the verdict? For 90% of standard commercial cargo, the overland corridors are a mirage. They cannot handle the volume. Your best move is to absorb the Cape of Good Hope transit times but renegotiate your contract terms to waive container detention fees at the destination port to give your supply chain breathing room. If you want to keep auditing your logistics networks and stay ahead of these rapid market shifts, hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a comment below. Is your business considering land routes, or are you sticking to the ocean? Let's talk below. I'm the Freight Rate Specialist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next audit.